Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sitdown. I'm having a fun Star Wars day. I was sitting here getting ready to push the record button because I've just been binging and knocking these out back to back because we got big things to watch tonight at 9 o'clock on the East Coast, 6 o'clock on the West. And I hadn't finished this show. And I'm very glad I dived in. I don't know if the binge mentality of it is why this season is really working for me, but this is like maybe one of my favorites. I have to rewatch all three to really determine that, but I've thoroughly enjoyed every episode I've watched today, and I've been having myself a fun Star Wars day as we approach Ahsoka this evening. What are we talking about, though? Why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat? We are getting ready to dive in to The Mandalorian Season 3's finale, Episode 8, Chapter 24, The Return, which simply states in the synopsis, the Mandalorian and his allies confront their enemies. And the Mandalorian, I don't necessarily think is Din. It says and his allies, so maybe it is Din. But Din is kind of the one that's in trouble, man. Like, his allies got to regroup and go save him. But as I've stated, I've thoroughly enjoyed this season. And while it did divert away from Din being front and center all the time quite a bit, the stuff that is there when Din isn't, Bo-Katan, phenomenal. All of the Mandalorian stuff just in general with different factions and starting to bring everybody together and building to Mandalore. Like, all of that stuff I think has been executed quite well. And for me, is hitting things that I was really hoping for from this season. If you're hearing strange noises, the pup is having one of them, like, I'm on my back and I freak out a little bit. He also probably knows that I'm talking about him, so he stopped. But once I stop, you listen, you'll probably hear him. Anyway, I digress. I think it's done a really good job, though, in building this Mandalore story. And I've really, really enjoyed it. And I think there's been good things in here for Din, where it's like he gets phenomenal action sequences pretty much through the whole season. And then obviously you had the build up in the first couple episodes and then throughout, just like this idea of first him completing his mission, the thing that started all the way back at season 1, which was like, I've got to, find my people. And then, once he had removed his helmet because of the kid, you got to start that path to redemption. So to get to see him get that, and then after getting that redemption, have it rub off on Bo because of things that she's experienced, and that lead to the reuniting of different clans. I just think it's really cool. You can tell how much it means to him, specifically when he talks to Bo. We haven't had a ton of Mando and Armorer stuff outside of the early episodes. It's been a lot of Bo and the Armorer, which has been cool because you're talking about two different clans that are starting to coincide. And Bo, who's walked both paths to a degree, right? Once she, also, bathed in the waters and never hadn't removed her helmet till the Armorer asked her to. That stuff, like, you can tell how much it means to Din to be able to get to this planet with a group of Mandalorian in the prospect of taking it back and rebuilding it, right? Because that was something that he never got to experience. He never got to get to Mandalore. So I think all that's been laid in there really, really well. And then you have all this Bo-Katan stuff that's just been exquisite for me. I mean, again, the action and all the Mandalorian action in general has been great. But, like, this idea of Bo walking the path a little bit and then all of it culminating with her being asked to remove her helmet because she can walk both paths and she can reunite the clans, because at this point, Mandalorian, like she said, they're scattered the way they are because of the infighting, not because of the outward fighting. They can handle just about anything from the outside world. So to see her kind of bringing that together, being asked to remove her helmet and then getting the Darksaber back, it's just been very satisfying. And I'm excited to see how her and the Mandalorians go in and get Gideon and save Mando. And then Grogu, I mean, we've obviously seen his powers up in level a little bit. We've gotten to see some training for him in the Mandalorian ways as far as, like, actually fighting and training, battle skills. which is a lot of fun. Quick, but it was fun. And you can kind of see that, like, what's going on means something to him. You know, when he steps in between Vizsla and the other guy, and like kind of tells them to stop when they start getting ready to fight each other to the death over a board game. You can tell that he understands what uniting these clans means for those people, and they have to give him an exoskeleton, basically, where he is IG-12 or in control of it, and a little yes/no button. Bordered being really annoying at one point last episode, but I think it's a lot of fun. And I think there's a real opportunity to see a big moment for Grogu and possibly saving his dad, you know, in Din, who's been captured by Moff Gideon. And the slow build to, like, Gideon kind of feeling like there's been stuff going on under the surface to the execution of finally seeing him out and about and doing things. Has been really good. Again, I wish this episode was in like that 53-minute zone or even the 46-minute zone. That extra 5 minutes can mean so much to a story, but it's at least with credits over 40. So that should give us a solid, hopefully 35 to 7. Jeez, man, all the dogs are just going nuts. And ironically, mine is not. Coda's pretty chill right now. He's outside, though. But anyway, I'm getting distracted because of things in the background. I don't want to waste any more time, man. This has been a fun binge today. I'm excited to watch this. But one of the things I was thinking about, right, is, like, has binging this season been an amplifier for me? You know, maybe if I was waiting week to week, I wouldn't feel the same way, because I'm kind of getting everything bunched together. So let me know your thoughts on that. If you binged it or if you watched it week to week, if that played into maybe your experience, especially if you've been rewatching with me. And now let's get the episode up. Let's not waste too much more time. Oh, good. Disney Plus is still open. It didn't close. So, yeah, let's not waste any more time. And let's dive in to The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 8, Chapter 24, The Return.
What has become of Dr. Pershing?
Dr. Pershing was captured by the New Republic.
Right, that time I did it better. I was talking about having to get the audio synced.
The creation of clones is
But I got that one quick.
Not mine.
But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I've said that since season 2 when we saw those clone tanks. That's the stuff that leads to Snoke. So I hope we can dive into that a little bit more too. I hope this isn't the end of Gideon's story. Like, I think there's gonna be a battle with him and Bo, but I hope that doesn't lead to his death. And if it does, it'd be interesting to see if it sets up the Elia Kane character. This was cool, man. I like that skiff, even though it didn't last. But just seeing what she represents to Mandalorians has been cool.
Jetpacks.
Those aren't Mandalorian.
Battle. They are not. That Beskar, man. This was rough.
Thanks to your planet's rich resources.
I don't like Din being caught, man. He's been caught twice this year.
Alloy. In but a few.
Yeah, Beskar Dark Trooper suit. That's scary, especially with Gideon. This was killer, but respect. Like I said, I think the season has built itself quite well. It's executed the things that it wants to execute. And as always, it all hinges on the finale, and that's typically something that the Mandalorian's been very good with. So let's see what we get here, man. I'm psyched. And Ahsoka tonight. Oh my gosh.
My copy.
Oh, that's where he went. He went straight out.
Use the capital ship as a decoy. We can't beat them in the air. We have to beat them on the ground.
Understood. I'm entering upper atmosphere, but I have my orders. I'll return once.
I think the ships are already gonna be up there.
Axe.
Like you'd have to figure, right? Like Gideon trapped them. You'd know they're up in the air too. We will see. Boom! Yeah. Oh, Mando. So that's cool. I don't think they've ever done that with the camera before. Like an inside look from the helmet. He's the freaking man. Dude, he blocked that blast. That was unreal. So good. Oh shit, man. They got like all the get-ups. Oh man, come on, Mando, you're so close. Oh no, no, no. Don't get choked out.
No.
There's Grogu! No, no. Saving Daddy.
I'm okay. Help me up.
Oh, yeah, Grogu did get to save Dad.
Will you cut me loose?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for your help. Grogu, I'm gonna need you to be brave for me, okay? We can't keep running. If we don't take out Moff Gideon, this will never end.
And we are gonna take him out.
You with me?
Let's go! That's what yeah. Again, playing with the classic score, but I like it, man. It's got like an epic, I'm ready to get in battle, man. The Return.
Bo-Katan, come in.
Received. Where are you?
We're safe. I escaped. I've got the kid. I'm going after Moff Gideon. Do you have a location?
No, we're under attack.
Understood.
Stay safe.
Oh, man. Right, the dread that Ludwig has baked into the score at moments in this season has been really strong. Like, you don't feel good in those moments.
Their capital ship will soon be destroyed.
But the Mandalorian has escaped.
It's like Pac-Man.
Shall we engage?
No.
No, I'll take care of him myself.
Let's go, man. Throwdown time. Bet you wished you had the Darksaber, though.
You're gonna have to scomp into the base and get me the location of Moff Gideon's command center.
Good old R5.
Sorry, I don't speak binary. I'm counting on you.
Love it. I love R5 getting a little play here in the finale, because he had some work to do in the first couple episodes. He's been vital at different points in the back end, right? Like Lee's character doesn't get to the Mandos to help save Navarro without R5. I like he's getting finale play. Also, who doesn't love a freaking droid doing spy stuff, right? And with Ahsoka coming, arguably my second favorite droid of all time, Senor Chopper. Something about the little arms and his sass, I love that droid to death. Yeah, I love a good droid storyline. There it is again, man, in a different way.
R5, how are those schematics coming?
It's got to be so fun for Ludwig to play with it in different ways. Got him.
Got it. Good job, buddy. That's the command center. The communications log says that's where he operates from. That's where we're going.
Get it done.
Stay close. Let's go.
I guess that is some kind of a puppet.
The scouting party has been ambushed by Imperial weapons. They're launching fighters to destroy the fleet. How should we proceed? Load the gauntlets and send all available troops down as reinforcements. Leave the capital ship behind as a decoy. Bo-Katan needs our help.
Move.
I'll take care of the cruiser. Everyone go. Move!
Aw, man, is he gonna sacrifice himself too?
Load everyone onto the dropships. Go.
I hope he doesn't stay behind. Friggin'. Seeing this many Mandalorians is so much fun, though. Oh, that's freaking dope. Alright, the storm is good cover. They'll probably go down as the other ones come up. Here it comes. Yeah, that's why he's sitting there. Right past him. Same exact location. That's wild. He's not getting out of there. Do gotta respect that warrior mentality in the Mandalorians. You know, take him down. Take down who he can, at least. But also, a good decoy, it would be shooting at them. Seemed like you took out their ship and all their peeps that would have been up top or down, but they down below. It's a good plan. Just, I can't remember that dude's name.
Command center is down there. I don't have any weapons, so this might get messy. R5. There's some barrier shields. I'm gonna need you to deactivate them one at a time. On my command.
Yeah, because as long as they're activated, the troopers can't get through, so you can pick them off one at a time. Smart.
Deactivate the first shield.
So curious. Alright, 1v2. It's not too bad. Now it's 1v1 pretty quick, but no element of surprise as he moves through. It's unfortunate. That blade is quite helpful. Alright, new one.
R5, next shield.
Oh man, he's got a deal. You know what this is? This is a hallway sequence. I love a hallway sequence. He's so good. Bye-bye!
5, next shield.
Yo, let's go, Mando. Blaster time. Oh no, oh no. No, not a stupid Imperial droid. I hate Imperial droids, they're the worst. Always causing trouble.
5, next shield. R5, next shield. R5.
Is he gonna take him out?
R5, next shield.
Yes! Dome shot! That was an excellent hallway sequence for Mando.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, R5. Oh no, R5 is in trouble. Oh man. And he's out. He blew him off. Oh, I love little droid humorous bits. We good. It's like, damn, Dad, you gotta teach me them moves in this new body. Clones. Those look like Emperors, or those look like... Those could be Gideon clones. Yeah, those are Gideon clones. So he's cloned himself to be these Dark Troopers. That's what he meant by, I'm gonna have myself in the bodies. Or I just thought that suit, but that's... Whoo, man, that's a lot of Gideons. Don't be that curious, Grogu.
That's not Gideon. Those are his clones.
He's gonna open his eyes. That's terrifying. Are they waking up?
Let's go.
Or is he he's decommissioned them in some way? Or is this them waking? I don't know what Mando did or didn't do. And I'm hoping that was a decommissioning. Eyeball pop. You knew it was coming, just like, I don't know what it meant.
We'll be safe down here a while. We've taken refuge in these surface caves since the Purge.
It's very green and pretty. I don't know if you can have
Do you live here?
greenery. There could be hope.
You found underground gardens.
No, we planted farm. These are the old species indigenous to Mandalore. They've been dormant since before the centuries of civil war. Once the planet was abandoned, they sprouted in spots. We cultivated farm. Life persists.
Life finds a way.
Seen gardens in the domed cities. I never knew the surface could still sustain plant life.
All they need is room to grow.
You can bring this planet back.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Let's go.
Let's take back our planet.
It's fun to see that there's greenery on Mandalore, but right to action. It's like you get home and it's like, hey, we gotta go. It's like, okay. Can I grab a drink? Can I hit the bathroom? No, we just right out. Oh man, I haven't had a good long day of content watching outside of binging Rebels. This has been fun. I haven't had like a binge where I'm talking to you guys the whole time in a while. Like I said, all them Mandalorians together doesn't ever get old. Oh, yes. Oh, leading in with the frickin' Darksaber. I love it. Oh, here we go. Throw down in the sky. I don't know, I'm in a singing mood. Really don't. Yes, let's go. Just cut through them mofos. This is great, man. It's like a splash page. Oh, dude, I like those camera shots. That's yes. That is, yo, I'm here for that. Very pretty. Where's Gideon? Here he comes.
My clones! We're finally going to be perfect.
Oh,
The best parts,
he's not happy.
but improved by adding the one thing I never had. The Force.
Yeah, that's what he was getting from Grogu. That's terrifying.
Into an unstoppable army. You smothered them before they could draw their first breath.
Yeah, he did. Yikes. This is gonna be tough, kid. Feels like Mando's willing to do whatever it takes. It is gonna be a rough battle. I think Grogu's gonna have to bust out some serious Force stuff. Aw, man, now you gotta make it 4-on-1? Like, that's just not fair. But not shocking for frickin' Gideon. Yo, let's go, Grogu! No! No, no, no! But I'm here for whatever's about to happen.
No!
Or no. Oh no. Oh no. Now I'm not so excited. I don't like the way the score is playing. Alright, well, you got it back to a one-on-one match. I'm nervous though. The score's been my indicator through these ups, man. Tells you a lot. That was sweet. These shots of the armor and bow in the air, wielding the hammer and the Darksaber, have been fantastic. But I'm a little nervous, man. Oh, knee rockets. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Oh no. It's just Force time, baby. Come on, Grogu. It's time to reach some of your potential, kid. Look at him go with his little feet. Giggling. It's... How can you not smile when he's doing things? Oh, come on, Mando. Yeah, mechanized suit. It's an unfair advantage. Oh, God. Yo, let's go. Come on, Bo. Yes, there we go. 2v1.
Got this. Go save your
Yes, yes, this is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. Only I thought it was going to be Grogu saving Din, but flip it. Bo v. Gideon.
Or fight.
I'm going to take you down with the Darksaber, homie. It's appropriate for Gideon, I think. This is going to be sick. Let's go! Meanwhile, Grogu out here freaking... Oh, no! No! Throw it at his head. Alright, there he is. Way to get there, Din. I want the kid to start being able to do things soon, though. Oh! Speaking of, there we go. Little force throw. Come on, Bo. It's a little darker in this room. That saber and that glow stick thingy really pop. All of that in-air stuff, though, has been great. Oh, yep, see ya. No! If I could push the button, it would say no. Get him. Oh, yo. Yo, tell me... Oh, no, I thought the kid brought that thing to himself. Yeah, man, he did work.
You did good.
You did good, kid. Amen. You did do good, kid. I like that team up, man. Like, him and Mando getting to do things. Yo, his homeboy... Okay, he's still alive. You can survive this. Just...
Bo, Koska, come in. I'm coming in hot. Clear everyone out.
I'm gonna take out Gideon first. Oh god, Bo.
Hand over the Darksaber, and I'll give you a warrior's death.
No way. Come on, Bo, get him. Oh, come on. No! Oh my god! Oh no!
The Darksaber is gone.
Yo, Mando, where you at? Mando, where you at?
Mandalorians are stronger together.
Here come the reinforcements. Are those Mando? Yeah. Yeah, you don't like it so much when the team up's on the other side, do you, Moff? Getting into this, man. Yo, they gotta bail. Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, cool. Was very nervous he was just gonna go down with the ship for a second. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Dude, I love this pair. I'm glad that the team up happened because it's been the two of them together doing stuff all season. Oh! Grogu with the little slide! Come on! Oh, me. Like father, like son. I love it. Grogu, force shield. Grogu definitely force shield saved them. Moff. That's no more, though. Burnt to a crisp. As are all of his clones. Force shield Grogu! Let's go, man! Hell yeah! The little guy! He's so powerful! Oh, man. I need him to get together with Sabine, who I hope Ahsoka is going to train to be a Jedi. Ahsoka, Ezra, like... And a Mandalorian Jedi. Both Grogu and Sabine would be so freaking awesome. Look at that! Oh, it's gorgeous. The little guy, he gonna nap hard after that one, right? I think he didn't collapse right away. Oh, yeah, I'll sit down. Gotta need to take a nap, Dad. Let's get out of here. That was... I mean... What more could one ask for in this season? Yo, if the mythosaur comes out of these waters, yo, this might be my favorite Mando season. Oh, all the way back to episode 1.
I swear on my name and
The kid's ceremony was interrupted.
that I shall walk the way of the Mandalore,
and the words of the creed shall be forever forged.
So cool.
and the words of the creed shall be forever forged in my heart.
This is the way.
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 I tell you, when you do see it go down that way, it does come off kind of cultish. But I freaking love the Mandalorians, man. And to see them uniting.
Grogu is my apprentice. He is no longer a foundling. Add him to the song.
He is too young to speak, so he is too young to take the creed.
Aww.
He must remain a foundling.
Yo, is he gonna speak?
If his parent gave permission, couldn't he then become a Mandalorian apprentice?
Yes, but his parents are far from here.
I am his parent.
Then I will adopt him as my own.
Heck yeah! Bring this foster care to an end.
This
is the way.
is the
Hell yeah! Let's go!
This is the way.
Look at little Grogu!
Let it be written in song that Din Djarin is accepting this foundling as his son.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
You are now Din
Grogu,
Mandalorian apprentice.
This is the way.
You must leave Mandalore and take your apprentice on his journeys, just as your teacher did for you.
This is the way.
Yo, my heart. Oh, Grogu. Does he sense the mythosaur down there? Heck yeah. Yo. I was very satisfied with this entire season, man. We're gonna reignite the furnace. Oh, I just gotta let Bo do it. Yo, man, that freaking rocks. Look at all those Mandalorians. Heck yeah. For Mandalore! That's so freaking cool. Oh, that's so cool. And I love that Din gets to go off-world and take his apprentice on adventures. We can keep cranking these bad boys out, man. Not shocked he would go here. Look at those little feet. I love them so much. Oh, come on. Where's Seb at? There's Filoni! We know he's been an X-Winger, but we haven't seen him in a while.
We really appreciate what you did. You made our jobs a lot easier.
We've both been chasing Moff Gideon. You would have gotten him eventually. I just got there first.
Food for Grogu. Oh, helmets. Aww.
Your kid sure likes the trophies.
IG.
It's not him, kid.
But it looks like him.
One of them reminds him of someone he knew. I have a business proposition. I'm a bounty hunter by trade. Now that he's with me, I'll be more selective in my assignments. You don't have the resources,
Filoni's wearing the cowboy hat.
and I need work.
I like this.
Let me get this straight. You want to work for the New Republic?
On a case-by-case basis, an independent contractor.
It'll never get approved.
Which is why you won't tell them.
Let me think about it.
It's a good deal and you know it. All I require is a small advance. What I want in return is that.
Scrap assassin droid head?
I need it for parts.
Oh, snap. Are we gonna get IG back?
I want to give you this deed
to a cabin just outside of town where you can lay low with your new family if you choose so, between adventures.
Thank you.
Like that.
And that goes for you too, Din Grogu.
Grogu. So cool, man.
I have a gift for you as well.
Brought back IG. Let's go! Yes.
I am IG-11, your new marshal. Your new marshal.
Heck yeah!
I am here to serve and protect the citizenry. I am at your disposal and serve at your pleasure.
Heck yeah! Love that. Nice little cabin. Many adventures ahead, I hope, for the two of these. I hope for... Yeah, I hope for these two. There it is. That's awesome, man. Of course, he's got his hands on a frog. Or at least his force hands. Bro, that was super satisfying. Like, Famu again. All right, I thought Favs might come in, but Rick getting the last two episodes makes a ton of sense. He's so good behind the camera, and the action and stuff that he orchestrates is just always very, very well done. I loved everything about that, man. That, like, for a finale, as per usual, man. Like, Mando throwing down for the finale, and the back two episodes. It's usually the two of the stronger episodes are on those last two. The build to everything with Gideon was great. I love that, like, we saved Din early so Din could face off with him, and then Bo could come in to be like, hey, you go save the kid. And the trade-off, right? Like, Din not getting Gideon, we get to watch him fight 3. So, like, that stuff I thought worked really well and gave Bo the opportunity that she needed. And then you still built it to a place where, like, no, it's been about what they've been talking about all freaking season. Mandalorian are stronger together. And freaking Mando shows up on the backside. Like, that execution was great. All of this, like, beautiful flight Mandalorian actions and stuff was just great all season. And, like, you really got payoffs to everything, right? Like, you got to see Grogu in action. He got to help, you know, his dad out. He becomes Din Grogu. How freaking badass is that? You know, Jaren adopts him, ends up with a little cabin where they'll live. Like, that's so freaking great. And, like, gets to leave and go on adventures to train his apprentice now, which I love. Like, yeah, like, that's... you know, IG coming back, like, they really did pay off, like, everything that I think was built in the season. I would have liked to see Seb again at the end, but the hopes are that he shows up for Ahsoka. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. I don't think he's been in any of the trailers, but you can't have a Rebels season without Seb. You could say the same with Ezra, but that's going to be part of the story, right? That's the other thing too, right? Like, yeah, Gideon is a villain that I've liked having underneath everything for these 3 seasons. And so much of his clone work probably ties into what I would hope Favreau and Filoni are trying to do in fixing some of the sequel stuff. But I think it is one of those where... oh man, I completely just fell out there. I don't know. I completely lost my train of thought. I've been binging hard today. But no, I really do think, at least as a whole, like, it really felt like they paid off all the beats that you wanted to. You know, the things I was looking forward to and going back to Mandalore, you know, and the Mandalorians trying to recapture that, like seeing that actually directly addressed. Like, this is one of those things where you could have teed that stuff up and not played with it, but I love that they did play with it. Bo getting the opportunity to become the leader of Mandalore again has been something that I've been hoping for and hoping to see inside the context of this series, since we knew Bo-Katan was showing up in season 2. And I love that you get that payoff. I love that her arc is as strong, if not maybe even a little bit stronger than Din's this season, because she's an exceptional character that, fans of the animated series know quite well. And to see her story arc kind of come to a conclusion like that makes me excited because, again, I feel like when Filoni is playing with his toys and those stories, that's when the stuff really starts to click, right? Where it's like, yeah, maybe you lose a little bit of the Mandalorian, but like the stuff with Bo and all of the stuff with Mandalore, I thought really, really connected. And the hope would be with Filoni running Ahsoka, you'd get the same type of attention to detail, right, with these characters and that story, with it being Rebels specific. So I certainly hope we get to see Seb pop over there. I'd love to see a little crossover with the Mandalorian. Or I would be, not to say I'd love to see, although I would, because I do enjoy them visually on screen together and that whole group, but I'd be totally fine with the end of the season, maybe leading into maybe what's next for Din or what's next for the Mandalorian verse that we're kind of building out here. But I think what this show does, and I think that's what I was trying to get at, was, you take Gideon off the board, which is unfortunate. I love Giancarlo. But with the next series that's coming after, the Mandalorian being Ahsoka and Thrawn coming back into the forefront, I think it makes it cleaner to have that power, that vacuum there where it's like there's no Vader, now there's no Gideon. Somebody needs to come in and claim that, throne to try to get the Empire to come back around. And I think Thrawn is a really good first piece for that. So to have him, come in and fill a void rather than having to take Gideon out or have some sort of conflict there, I think it'll be, I think it's just a cleaner transition. I'll be very interested to see. I don't think you would necessarily get this directly because the Thrawn storyline being tied into Ahsoka, I think, is more about Thrawn coming back, what that has to do with Ezra, and what that could be setting up. But I would be fascinated to see if any remnants of the clone program exists or are part of Thrawn's plans, whatever they are, when he's back into it. Now my dog's getting into the barking that was going on before. Apologies. But yeah, so like it's one of these things where it's like there's not a lot of direct ties from this season going in, but there are definitely things that were referenced that will play in, referencing Thrawn. You have somebody in Elia Kane. I'm sorry if Elia is not the right first name. I thought that's what I heard. But like you have a character there that could play into the Thrawn stuff. I'll be interested to see how or where she pops up again. I did thoroughly enjoy that performance. I'm so terribly terrible with names. So I gotta look these things up. But I really did enjoy what we got from Katie M. O'Brien as Elia Kane. And I hope we get to see more of her. But that is a character that you could see maybe cross over into certain plans, especially with Empire stuff in the Outer Rim. So it'll be interesting to see like how these stories connect. But at the same time, I very much want Ahsoka to be a Rebel story. You know what I mean? And it's one of these, like I said, seeing what you get here specifically with some of those animated characters coming over and getting played with, really, really works. And it's one of those where like you could be like, oh, you go back to like animated and like tell the rest. No, man, now give me Bo-Katan in live action all the time. If you're going to give me Ahsoka in live action, give me the Rebels in live action, I think it would be really cool to see the Ahsoka series build to a live action Rebels series. And I very, very badly want Ahsoka to train Sabine to be a Jedi. And then when you find Ezra, you can craft a story that could kind of fill the void of what we never ended up getting with Luke and Leia on screen training together and being Jedi together. I think you could get that with a very, I think Ezra's always had a crush on Sabine. And obviously, I guess that could play into Luke and Leia's story until Luke found out that Leia was his sister. But I think you have a bond between those two that I think is as strong, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to see the two of them play together in a Rebels series as Jedi. That would be really cool. So it's, I think there's a lot of there's certainly high expectations for Ahsoka, and there's a lot of things that they could tap into with this series that could tie back into some of the Mandalorian stuff. Like I said, it'd be interesting to see if cloning is mentioned anywhere in and around Thrawn. Because I'm very convinced that Filoni is gonna clarify some of that stuff within the context of what the sequels didn't get right. But yeah, I think as far as the Mandalorian season 3 goes, it might be my favorite. I thought it was absolutely rock solid all the way through, and no different with this finale. I think it did really, and again, it was cool to see that focus come back fully onto Din and Grogu, get wonderful moments for them, but you also never lose that duo of him and Bo-Katan, which was so fun to watch throughout the whole course of the season. So, we finished our binge. It's time to find dinner and get ready for Ahsoka at 9. 2 episodes, 90 minutes of action there. Very excited. So let's get the C-Maniacs up. Let's wrap up this Mandalorian recap, catch-up, binge watch that we've done. I really dug the finale. I don't know if I liked it quite as much as the penultimate, but I thought it was a perfect finish off the assist from the penultimate. It really connected on the action side for me, as the season did across the board all season. Like I said, the stuff for Din and Grogu really kicking in the finale and being poignant and hitting, while also being able to share that space with Bo and the Mandalore story. I just thought the finale mashed that all up the way that the season has, and did it in a way that I thought paid off and was satisfying to all storylines, all the way down to IG-11 coming back to Navarro right at the end. That I really liked how they tied everything up, and it feels, I don't know exactly off the top of my head what the plans are, but it feels almost like they put it in a spot where it's you could shelf Mando for a while, him and Grogu gotta be out doing things, and you can come back. But I hope that's not true. I hope we get a season 4 in the works, and hopefully building to what I believe Dave Filoni has a movie that's coming that I think is gonna be Mandalorian verse. But right now, the attention's got to start going to Ahsoka. But seeing what Filoni has done when he plays with his toys in live action, no matter where you land on the Mandalorian, and I know Ahsoka's not in this season really at all, but you do have, Bo-Katan there quite a bit. And anytime I think Filoni and Favreau are playing with those animated toys, those elements work really, really well. And knowing Filoni is all over this Ahsoka series, I think we can only be excited, because he's not going to drop the ball at Rebels. He knows that story in and out. That's his story. So that's what's there to get excited. But for the season finale and the season as a whole, I'm gonna go 4.5 for the finale. While I like the penultimate, I think a little bit better, the two together are a very, very solid end cap to that season. So I think it should rest on the same level. But for the season as a whole, 4 across. It was just a rock solid season for me. It did all the things I love about the Mandalorian and Grogu, obviously, and you got to play with new things that I thought were a lot of fun, like the IG-12 stuff. More communication starting to happen. Grogu becoming Din Grogu, the apprentice of the Mandalorian. All that stuff was really great. I don't know. I just loved it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in one of these hardcore Filoni clips coming out of Rebels, and everything here was working. And don't get me wrong, Favreau's the writer on all these episodes, but you obviously know he's in a lot of communication with Filoni. Filoni having a nice little cameo there in the finale, which I enjoyed. In the background too, which was fun, and got to wear his cowboy hat, which is always cool. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just felt like it was really satisfying, and like I said, those things that do come from Filoni, you can feel them represented correctly, even when it's Favreau doing the writing. It's one of those where I've said from jump, those two guys, I feel like are very simpatico. And I love watching how they work together, and I'm very excited to see what we get with Ahsoka later. But Mando season 3, I mean, it was fantastic. Really loved all of it. So I'm going to shut up. You know how much I love it, how much I've talked about it, how much I've enjoyed it. And like I said, the binge could have amplified the enjoyment level, because in a binge mode, and I've always found this to be true with the seasons, Mando, like when you just knock them all out back to back to back, plays so well. And this season may be the best in that regard, at least for me. So I'm going to shut up. I'll turn it over to you guys. Where am I wrong? Am I crazy? Are you on board with my thoughts? Do you think differently? I want to know what you're thinking, man. Certainly on the finale, where that hit and landed for you. We got a lot of action down the back end, but that's fine by me because it all played very well into the overall story that I think the season built quite well. But I want to know what your thoughts are there, what you thought of the whole season as a whole. What do you think we could be building to? What little nods and things could we have seen in this that could translate over to Ahsoka? When do you think we see Din next? Do we age up or amp up Grogu at all, or do we keep him in baby form for forever? Really anything you got, man, on the finale and season 3 of The Mandalorian, put it down below in the comment section. I look forward to talking to you guys down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the Seaman as we watch Ahsoka and all sorts of things that are probably going on that I don't even know about right now by the time this video actually drops. You just want to show a little love and support. We're trying to get to 4,000 and then 5,000 hopefully before the end of the year. That's a big ask. I've never pulled that many, I don't think, in one stretch before. But hey, you want to contribute. You want to show a little love, a little support. You dig the vibe. You want to know what I got to say about other things. Come join C-Maniac Nation, man. It's where you can do that. Have a whole bunch of fun there. And all you have to do is just jump over there, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. Oh, I am stoked and ready for Ahsoka. I've been the Seaman. I'm signing off. Peace! Oh, you guys are still here. You snuck up on me. You must be looking for more of this guy. Well, I got 2 video options for you, man. Right up here and right over here. And if you want all those Seaman goodies, well, hey, come join the squad right on over there. And I'll catch you on the next one.